welcome to another FiddleHed fiddle lesson. Now I'm going to show you the tune, Rollin' in My Sweet Baby's Arms, but a little break I worked out that you're welcome to totally steal and play, or to take parts of it, or just be inspired by it, or take whatever you want from it to learn from it to help you play better. If you don't already know the tune, not familiar with it, listen to different versions of it, Flat and Scruggs. And then I have a beginner version which shows a very simple way to play the vocal melody, which you should do first, because if you have that, you should always be able to play the vocal melody. I think it just will help you a lot in your playing, if you're playing on songs, that is. So anyway, I'm just going to play this thing. It'll be a little bit sloppy, and then I'll try to show you what I did. I'll try to remember what I did, and here we go. Alright, so the first quarter of the vocal melody, if you just look at the basic version, which I'm assuming you already know because this is a lot harder what we're doing here, so please learn that first. If you're a beginner, you maybe should wait to do this on this video, and maybe just listen to it for fun or something, but it's because it's pretty hard, some hard things. Anyway, so the basic version is, and all I'm really adding now is just some double stops. I think I actually did it slightly different. I did. So when I'm playing first on A, I'm also playing third on D. And for that note, I'm playing third on D and second on G. And you can slide into it. Okay, and then in that long note, the basic version is just a long note that holds following the vocal version. 2, 3, 4, and I threw in a fill there. Fill I threw in is from some fiddle tune I've heard that I can't quite remember what it is. It's this. Part of it anyway. A little slower, I'll just do that. Followed by kind of walking down a G scale, and then that's just a major 7th triad, I think, going up. Open 2 on G, open 2 on D, 3. So here's that whole fill slow. Work it in now to the first quarter. I'm going to just do that a few times, maybe a little slower. A little slower still. So that's the first quarter. I do a similar thing with the second quarter. The second quarter, the basic version is 2. So in that long note, we're going to add another fill, different fill. So the first half of this one is. That's sort of where the double stop is landing. If you didn't want to do the fill, it might sound nice to just end on the double stop. 2, 3, 4. And you could, similar thing for the first quarter. maybe you don't want to play it too busy, fill up too much space. That would be nice to do that. But anyway, so the second quarter, I'm going to break down that fill. So it's starting on that double stop, 3 on A, 2 on D. And the fill's mostly single notes. That's the way I'm going to show it to you anyway. Followed by 3, 2, open. So we have. Here's that again. Followed by. That's starting 2 on D. 2, 3. 2. Okay, let's put it together, the whole second fill. Here's what we have so far. Third quarter uses this sort of polyrhythm bluegrass kind of got from Africa, like not going to really try to go into too much on the history of that because I really don't know that much about it. But anyhow, you can practice it this way though. To really get this thing down, you can just practice on open strings, this particular rhythm. I just call it polyrhythm. And you can just do basically double stop. Actually, an easier way to play it is just A, D, D, A, D, D, A, D, A, D. Just play that for like a day, for a week. You can start to add notes. And then going back to the simple, what I'm doing in this tune is I'm sort of doing that, but with a double stop where the A would be like. Heard it slow again. Alright, so that's that polyrhythm. So applied to the, here's the basic version of the tune. For this part, I'm going to add that rhythm, like. And so I'm going to break that down a little bit. This first double stop is 2nd on G, 3rd on D. So it's a series of double stops with this rhythm. You could just stay on each double stop for a very long time. Kind of, and keep playing with it until the double stop sounds good, and then with the rhythm. So you could just work the double stop. Might be hard for some of you, so you could just work that. And then once you feel good with that, try the rhythm. A little slower. Spending a lot of time getting it right on that first double stop, because then it'll be a lot easier for you to get the rest of it. The next one is this, 3rd on D still, but 1st on A. Sorry, and then that's followed by, wait. Then I did low 2 on A, 1 on D, and then 3 on D and 4 on A. And then lift the 4 and just 3 on both D and A. and that open D and A, and then a little fill. So let's do all those double stops again very slowly, maybe a few times. One more time. And then ending with this fill. Kind of a standard bluegrassy fill. And then that's it. I'm going to play the whole thing again very slowly. Try to play along. If you missed anything, just go back and go over it. 2, 3, 4. Even a little slower. 2, 3, 4. I didn't really go over that last fill, but it's... Alright, have fun with that. Hopefully it was useful and helpful. See you next time.
Thanks for watching the video. Love you.
Excellent!